Welcome to a journey into one of the most fascinating mysteries of the human mind, a world where the boundaries between senses blur and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Imagine hearing a sound and seeing its color, or reading a number and experiencing a taste. This is the reality for people with synesthesia, a neurological phenomenon where stimulation of one sense involuntarily triggers experiences in another. Synesthesia transforms everyday perception into a rich tapestry of intertwined sensations. It challenges our understanding of reality and invites us to explore the depths of human consciousness. But synesthesia is not just a curious anomaly. It holds powerful lessons about creativity, perception, and personal growth. In this video, we'll unravel the science behind synesthesia, dive into real stories of those who live with this unique wiring, and explore how this phenomenon offers insights into unlocking creativity and expanding awareness. We'll also touch on the darker side, the misunderstandings and psychological challenges synesthetes face, and how overcoming these can inspire strength and resilience. Whether you experience synesthesia or simply want to expand your understanding of the mind's potential, this journey will open your eyes and your senses to new possibilities. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will forever change the way you see and hear the world. Synesthesia is a fascinating and rare neurological condition in which the stimulation of one sensory or cognitive pathway leads to automatic, involuntary experiences in a second sensory or cognitive pathway. Simply put, it is a blending or crossing of the senses. Imagine hearing music and simultaneously seeing vibrant colors dancing in your mind's eye, or reading numbers and instantly tasting flavors. For synesthetes, these experiences are not imagined or metaphorical, they are real and consistent sensations. There are many types of synesthesia. The most common is grapheme, color synesthesia, where letters or numbers evoke specific colors. Another well-known form is chromesthesia, where sounds, like music or voices, trigger colorful visual patterns. Unlike hallucinations or illusions, synesthetic perceptions are stable over time and are experienced consistently by the individual. It is an additional sensory overlay, not a replacement or distortion of reality. Synesthesia is estimated to affect about 4% of the population, though many people may be unaware they have it. Because these sensory connections feel normal to them, they often never realize their experiences are unique. This condition challenges our traditional understanding of how the brain processes information. Instead of separate, isolated sensory experiences, synesthesia suggests a more interconnected and dynamic brain network. In the coming sections, we will delve deeper into the neuroscience that makes this extraordinary blending possible and explore the ways synesthesia shapes cognition, creativity, and personal identity. To understand synesthesia, we must explore the brain's remarkable wiring, a complex network of neurons and pathways that usually keep senses distinct. Yet in synesthetes, these boundaries blur. Scientific research reveals that synesthesia arises from atypical connections or increased communication between different sensory regions of the brain. For example, in grapheme, color synesthesia, areas responsible for processing letters and numbers link unusually closely with color processing regions. This cross-activation means that when one part of the brain is stimulated, say, by seeing a letter, it simultaneously triggers activity in another part responsible for color perception. The result is a vivid, involuntary experience of color tied to a visual symbol. Moreover, brain imaging studies show heightened connectivity and synchronization in synesthetes. These unique neural networks create richer, multisensory experiences that defy our usual sensory boundaries. But synesthesia isn't just about wiring. It involves complex cognitive processes, memory, attention, and emotion, shaping how these sensory overlaps manifest. Interestingly, synesthesia may share genetic components and is often found to run in families, suggesting inherited brain organization differences. Understanding this neuroscience deepens our appreciation of human perception. It challenges the idea that our senses operate in silos and hints at the brain's extraordinary capacity for integration and creativity. Yet, this extraordinary wiring can also bring challenges. Some synesthetes feel overwhelmed or isolated by their unique experiences, especially in a world that doesn't always understand or accept difference. In the next section, we'll explore the darker psychological aspects, the misunderstandings, fears, and struggles that can accompany synesthesia, and how facing these challenges becomes a path to resilience. Synesthesia, while a beautiful and intriguing neurological phenomenon, can also bring with it profound challenges both from within and from the outside world. Internally, some synesthetes experience their sensory crossovers as overwhelming or intrusive. The flood of colors, tastes, or sensations that accompany everyday stimuli can lead to sensory overload, anxiety, and emotional fatigue. When the brain continuously processes multiple sensations simultaneously, it can become exhausting and difficult to manage. Externally, synesthetes often face misunderstanding and skepticism. Because these experiences are so rare and hard to explain, people may dismiss them as imagination, hallucinations, or even mental illness. This misunderstanding can lead to social isolation, self-doubt, and fear of judgment. Dark psychology teaches us about the mind's reaction to being different. When individuals are marginalized or misunderstood, their natural defense mechanisms, denial, repression, or withdrawal, can create barriers to seeking help or sharing their experience. Moreover, synesthesia can blur the lines between perception and reality, leading some to question their own sanity or feel alienated from the normal world. Yet, these challenges also offer opportunities for growth. Embracing uniqueness, developing self-compassion, and seeking supportive communities are powerful steps toward resilience. Understanding the darker side of synesthesia reveals how vital it is to nurture mental and emotional well-being, particularly when navigating extraordinary experiences. In the next section, we'll hear real life stories of synesthetes illuminating their struggles, triumphs, and the creative gifts that synesthesia can bestow. To truly understand synesthesia, we must step into the shoes of those who live with this extraordinary blending of senses, individuals whose experiences offer a window into a vibrant, multidimensional reality. Take, for example, Daniel, a musician who sees music as vivid bursts of color and light. For him, every note is painted with hues a deep bass might feel like dark blue, while a high note bursts into shimmering gold. This sensory fusion fuels his creativity and inspires compositions that touch listeners deeply. Then there's Sarah, who experiences numbers as distinct colors and personalities. For her, the number 7 is a warm orange, friendly and approachable, while 4 is a cool blue, calm but distant. This perception helps her excel in mathematics and pattern recognition, turning abstract concepts into tangible experiences. Yet, not all stories are filled with wonder. Emily, who developed synesthesia after a traumatic event, found her sensory experiences overwhelming. The colors and sensations were intrusive, causing stress and confusion. Through therapy and community support, she learned to channel her synesthesia into artistic expression, transforming challenge into strength. These stories illustrate that synesthesia is not a single experience, but a spectrum of sensations shaped by individual minds and life circumstances. They remind us that uniqueness, even when it feels isolating, holds the potential for profound creativity and insight. For personal growth, these narratives encourage embracing your own differences and seeking ways to harness your unique gifts. In the next section, we'll explore how to recognize synesthesia in yourself or others, the signs and variations that define this extraordinary condition. Synesthesia is not a one-size-fits-all condition. It presents in diverse forms and intensities, making recognition both fascinating and complex. Common signs include experiencing one sense through another. For instance, hearing sounds and simultaneously seeing colors, or tasting flavors when reading words. These experiences are involuntary, consistent over time, and deeply ingrained in perception. Some common types of synesthesia are grapheme, color synesthesia, letters and numbers evoke specific colors; chromesthesia, sounds trigger visual colors or shapes; lexical, gustatory synesthesia, words evoke tastes or flavors. Number, form synesthesia, numbers create mental maps or shapes. Spatial, sequence synesthesia, sequences like days or months have spatial arrangements. Awareness of these types helps individuals understand their experiences and differentiate synesthesia from hallucinations or imagination. Synesthesia varies in intensity. Some people experience subtle overlays. Others live in vivid, immersive, multisensory worlds. The experience can be a source of creativity or occasionally overwhelm. Recognizing synesthesia early is important for education, acceptance, and support. If you or someone you know experiences unusual sensory overlaps, it's valuable to explore these perceptions openly. As we continue, we'll discuss the incredible impact synesthesia has on creativity and cognition, revealing how these unique sensory connections can become powerful tools for success and growth. Synesthesia opens a door to a richer, more intricate perception of the world, a perception that has profound implications for creativity and cognitive function. By blending senses, synesthetes experience reality in a multidimensional way that can enhance memory, pattern recognition, and imaginative thinking. The cross-activation in their brains creates unique mental associations, helping them connect concepts that others might see as unrelated. Many renowned artists, musicians, and writers, including legends like Wassily Kandinsky, Pharrell Williams, and Vladimir Nabokov, have described synesthetic experiences that fueled their creative work. Their ability to see sounds or taste words gave them fresh perspectives and innovative ideas. From a motivational standpoint, synesthesia teaches us the value of embracing our unique perspectives. What may seem like a quirk or a challenge can become a powerful asset when leveraged with intention and confidence. Synesthesia also challenges us to rethink traditional notions of cognition. It reminds us that human intelligence is not uniform. It is diverse, dynamic, and often interconnected in surprising ways. This has success implications beyond art. In problem-solving, entrepreneurship, and leadership, synesthetic thinking can foster innovation by breaking down silos and inspiring new connections. However, this enriched perception also requires careful management to avoid sensory overload or distraction, highlighting the importance of emotional regulation and focus. In the next section, we will explore practical strategies to harness the gifts of synesthesia, turning unique sensory experiences into catalysts for growth, success, and fulfillment. Synesthesia is not just a neurological curiosity. It can be a powerful catalyst for innovation and personal success when understood and harnessed effectively. First, embrace your unique sensory perspective. Recognize that your mind's natural wiring gives you a creative edge, a different way to process information that can inspire fresh ideas and approaches. Second, cultivate mindfulness and self-awareness. Pay attention to how your synesthetic experiences influence your thinking and emotions. This awareness helps you channel your perceptions constructively rather than feeling overwhelmed. Third, integrate your synesthetic insights into your work or art. Many synesthetes find that their sensory blends enhance their creativity in music, visual arts, writing, or problem solving. Use your unique associations to break creative blocks and generate novel concepts. Fourth, develop emotional regulation techniques. Managing sensory overload and maintaining focus are essential to sustaining productivity and well-being. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or structured routines can support this balance. Fifth, seek collaboration. Sharing your unique perspective with others can spark innovation and deepen understanding. Collaborate with individuals who appreciate diversity and can help translate your ideas into impact. Sixth, educate and advocate. By sharing your experiences and educating others about synesthesia, you not only reduce stigma, but also build networks of support and inspiration. Seventh, set realistic goals. Leverage your strengths while acknowledging challenges. Build habits and systems that support your unique cognitive style. Remember, success is not about fitting into conventional molds, but about embracing and amplifying your authentic self. Synesthesia offers a vivid example of how difference can be transformed into distinction. Next, we will explore the personal growth journey that comes with embracing synesthesia, finding strength, resilience, and fulfillment through uniqueness. Personal growth begins with the courageous acceptance of who you are, including the qualities that set you apart from the crowd. For synesthetes, embracing their unique sensory experiences is a vital step toward unlocking their fullest potential. Recognize that your differences are strengths, not flaws. The vivid colors you see in sounds, the tastes evoked by words, or the shapes connected to numbers are windows into a mind wired for creativity and connection. This journey requires self-compassion. Differences can sometimes feel isolating or overwhelming. By cultivating kindness toward yourself, you create a safe space for growth. Seek out communities and mentors who celebrate diversity of perception and thought. Surrounding yourself with understanding and inspiration nourishes your self-esteem and resilience. Develop practices that balance your sensory richness with emotional well-being. Mindfulness, journaling, or creative expression can be powerful tools. Remember that growth is nonlinear. Celebrate progress and be patient with setbacks. Each step forward deepens your awareness and broadens your horizon. By embracing your uniqueness fully, you unlock doors to innovation, empathy, and joy. You become a living example that authenticity fuels success. In our final section, we'll tie together these insights and celebrate the transformative power of seeing the world differently. As we conclude this exploration of synesthesia, the extraordinary blending of senses, we are reminded that reality is far more complex and vibrant than it appears at first glance. Synesthesia challenges us to reconsider how we perceive the world, how our minds construct experience, and how uniqueness can be a wellspring of creativity and insight. This journey has shown us that synesthesia is not just a neurological phenomenon, but a metaphor for embracing difference, cultivating awareness, and unlocking potential. The challenges faced by synesthetes, from misunderstanding to sensory overwhelm, teach us resilience, compassion, and the importance of mental well-being. Most importantly, synesthesia invites us all to expand our awareness, to see beyond the ordinary, to appreciate the interconnectedness of senses, thoughts, and emotions. In embracing our own unique perspectives, we open ourselves to innovation, growth, and a richer experience of life. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. May it inspire you to celebrate your differences, harness your strengths, and see the world and yourself with new eyes.